Don't you see? Don't you see? We just uncovered a $2 million error. We're going to be heroes. We're going up the corporate ladder. It appears as if somebody's trying to defraud the company.
Somebody tried to smoke it past the wrong guy.
Very, very good work. How would you two like to come to my house at the beach?
Love to!
For Larry and Richard,
How are you?
this is a place to die for. Lomax will be checking out.
Oh, my God.
What kind of a host invites you to his house for the weekend and dies on you?
I don't know.
Lomax told whoever he's talking to not to kill us if he's around, right?
Yeah, but Lomax is dead. He's not around anybody anymore.
I know that. You know that. Nobody else knows. Huh?
Really?
Hi, Bernie! Hey, Bernie, just like last week, huh?
Oh, Bernie, you animal, you are insatiable.
Doesn't anyone realize he's dead?
Bye-bye, ladies. We'll see you later. God, is this great or what?
And welcome everybody to Movie Night with Mike Knox and Vic. Unpop Review and the Mike Knox Show combined to do what we love to do. That's movies, man. What's going on, Vic? How you doing today, man?
Chilling, man. Just chilling, man. And just living in this 80s nostalgia right now.
This whole 80s thing in 89, right? This movie came out Weekend at Bernie's. Fun-loving salesman Richard and Larry are invited to the boss's house, Bernie, to stay for the weekend. And pretty much Bernie is like doing some illegal shit. And so when he's doing illegal shit, we got to off these two. They got to go. And that's the movie. They decide to, instead of them offing Richard and Larry, the mob decides to off Bernie. But Bernie's a big time guy. He's rich. He's loved by the ladies. He's a party animal at the Hamptons. And that is the movie, guys. Let's talk Weekend at Bernie's. Let's go. Oh, man, Richard and Larry, man. Listen, here's my thing, right? Because watching this movie, I got to admit, I had never watched Weekend at Bernie's before. So this was the first time for me watching this movie. I've seen it in pieces and parts, but I never actually watched the whole movie. So I have to honestly say this was my first time watching this cult classic that I've heard my entire life everyone speak about. And it's just my first time watching it. So I tell you, I have a lot to talk about this in a short period of time, if you will. Vic, you chose this movie as we go into our summer movies of summer movies. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Weekend at Bernie's. What made you pick this movie? Something different? Something new?
This movie got a big following. It was like a big deal. I think they made 3 of them, which I don't really know how. But I mean, this movie was just a big deal, and it got rerun quite a bit, if I'm not mistaken. It got rerun a lot. And mind you, the version that I saw was the raw version. And so it really took me back to like, man, the 80s was a different time. And people got away with murder.
Literally murder.
Socially, like they really did. Those parties at Bernie's were probably amazing. You know, just the fact that they got away with just this whole story and how hilarious it was, because it was kind of like a comedic Wall Street, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because the guy was like straight Gordon Gekko, then he dies, and then it's just like all of these hilarious antics. So I was just like, yo, this shit is just wild city, bro. Like I was definitely entertained on this.
Cocaine, women, the Hamptons, and rich people. What
and a little love story in the mix of it.
How about that? Right?
You know,
as you get that love story and the twist in this movie. But watching this for the first time, I gotta say, I thought it took too damn long to get into.
and you know what? I felt that way, but then at the same time, when I felt that, I thought to myself like, "Yo, they really could get away with like not pulling the trigger in the '80s a lot more."
It was a 90-minute movie. It
Yeah,
took them 40 minutes to get to the beach.
facts. They really dragged it out, but I mean, at the same time, we got kind of got to know who Bernie was.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like wrapped it together in the end. So I guess that kind of made sense because I feel like if they would have killed him right away, I don't think it would have been as effective.
Well, you got Jonathan Silverman playing Richard, Andrew McCarthy playing Larry, Terry Kiser playing Bernie. I'm an Andrew McCarthy fan. If anybody know anything about Mannequin, okay, he was also in a couple of the '80s movie with Molly Ringwald. Okay. And so I'm a big Mannequin fan. So not ever watching this, to see him be a different person than he is a Mannequin. The Mannequin, he's very shy and unsure of himself. On here, he's like, man, fuck this. Hey, pop the champagne. Look at the women. Like, this is the life he wants to live. He didn't got this whole thing figured out. He think they're trying to kill him. Meanwhile, they're trying to kill Bernie. They think Bernie's dead, but Bernie is dead. It worked the first time, but these two buffoons just take him around everywhere they're going. One of my favorite parts is in the trailer when he's on the couch when it first starts off and they first get there, and the girl comes and picks up the drugs. She's like, "You got something for me, Bernie?" And she goes in his pocket and takes the drugs that were planted on him.
Facts.
All right, for the overdose that they put into him. They just make it sound like he overdosed on the drugs. But he got his hand on the couch and he just puts it, "Oh, Bernie, you can you," right? Nobody's mad. He just probably stuck his thumb up her ass right there because that was the 80s. That's what they did in the 80s.
Facts.
What's some of your favorite parts? Because I ain't gonna lie. 40 minutes into the movie, I was running wild with a cult classic. I just didn't understand it. I thought it took too long to figure out what happened upstairs. I get it was kind of funny when they're on the beach. You got to be from New York or from somewhere like New York to understand how hot the roof is in New York in the summertime. And damn that. If you've been on some hot tar roofs, you know what the hell I'm talking about. So that part, it just took too long. And they were stalking that girl. Oh my God.
Yeah. But I mean, look. I was a terrorist since I. Yo.
This is the Mike and Vic show. Say what you gotta say. Okay.
Message.
Biggie Smalls used to rap about grabbing asses. And that was the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this was the 80s. And look, those two old men that was just like, that outfit looks great on you. It looked greater if it was crumbled up on the floor. And
Like,
cannot say that now.
80s comedy.
You'd have to have, oh man. And mind you, these were like creepy old dudes talking to a young lady. And they were doing it like it's normal.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Normal. It's a part of
life. I get that. No, you're right. You're right. But but socially now, nah, bro.
No, not socially. This is why Diddy's trying to get Diddy 11 years after acquitted. Okay, because you can't be nasty nowadays. At least not socially. Okay,
and that used to be a virtue, bro. Like,
so I love the part though when they get in there and they're like, don't nobody know he's dead. Like the house just gets flooded with people.
No, but you know what though? What was revealing to me behind that is just that like nobody gave a shit about Bernie.
Nobody gave a shit about Bernie.
That's what Bernie could do for them.
Nothing. Yeah. What can he do? My house is available. My drugs are available. My liquor is available.
As long as everything is available, man, people could come through and use me. Everybody would come through. The girls would just come in and out of the house, go in and out of the fridge.
Yeah,
like it's
nothing. I'm on the boat. You just gonna come here and grab my boat keys?
Yeah. It's a little sad. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say sad because like I'm somebody that's married and got somebody that gives a shit about me. You know what I'm saying? So like when you have that, like you look at a situation like that, like damn. Because the thing is like he's buying friends.
That's exactly
You
what
know
he
what I'm
did.
saying? And mind you, even the mob didn't want to mess with him. They
No.
was
Is it?
firing.
Well, that's because he was knocking off the girl's wife. I mean,
I
girlfriend.
mean, not just that, but he was also too loud.
Yeah, he was
You
definitely, the loudest guy in the room. Got to go.
exactly. It was definitely that. And I
Oh
felt
shit!
that
Ain't that
heavy.
some poetic shit? The loudest guy in the room had to.
Facts. I mean, the loudest man in the room is the weakest man in the room. Straight up. You know
That's
what I mean?
bullshit. Because Chris is loud as fuck, and so am I. All right,
Yeah, but you're not doing illegal activities.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
When you're doing illegal activities, you shut your face.
Exactly.
Okay,
You keep
that's
your mouth
drugs,
shut.
gangster 101.
But yeah, exactly. You know
We
what I mean?
learned that in Goodfellas.
When you a family man, you got to be loud because your kids got to hear you.
Got it. What I say? Put that back in the trash.
Exactly.
Take a shower.
See, you got to put bass in your voice. You can't be
Yeah.
talking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're from them damn kids. They got to listen. But
Watching
anyway,
this movie all these years later, and again, I couldn't get the name of the movie. I was thinking it really was bothering me where Andrew McCarthy was in. I'm like, okay, I knew it was two John Hughes films. One was Fresh Horses with Molly Ringwald in '88, and then '86 he did Pretty in Pink. Okay, I didn't like him in Pretty in Pink. I love the fact he comes over here and he does something different. His attitude is different. And the same thing for me for Jonathan Silverman, who I've seen in several movies other than Weekend at Bernie's. Little Big League comes to mind first and foremost for me. Okay, I love that movie. Beethoven's Big Break is one of the movies for me as well. That I like him in. He's done a lot of to me little small parts, but Caddyshack too. I remember him from that explicitly. But just watching this again, going back all these years, I'm like, why does everybody love this movie so much?
it's just hilarious, bro.
It took me 2 times to watch it to kind of get to it, to understand why everybody thought it was so damn funny. Okay. I'm going to share those thoughts. We're going to share those thoughts after we come back and we play this commercial break, y'all, for our next movie coming up later this week as well, or this month, shall I say, as we continue our summer movies. We'll be right back, y'all.
The movie's started! The movie's starting! Not really, I just want them to come running in from the lobby thinking that they missed something. Hi, I'm Ed Stewart, movie star, also known as Bobcat Goldthwait, and me and my friends John Cusack and Demi Moore
I hate boats. I'm not getting on any boat.
I beg to differ. Just had one crazy summer.
Your dad said you were collecting shells. Shells? 57 millimeter.
We did all the normal things people do. Hey, little boy, will you hold on to this for me? Made friends. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Saw the sights.
Please, your enormous is anything but chilly.
Killed our own food. Dazzled women.
Are you ready for me, Hoops?
And we loved every minute. By the end of the summer, it really was one crazy summer.
I cannot wait to review One Crazy Summer, my pick in our summer blog. But want to do something different, right? Especially when it comes to us coming from Unpopular Review. I'm always picking that black film or that deep film. Want to pick something that, as men of color, this comedy is subjective, and I like all comedy. I don't care who makes it. If the shit's funny, it's funny. My favorite actor, guess what, y'all? It's not Denzel Washington or Samuel Jackson. It's Tom Cruise. Okay, it's what I know. He had all the movies: Independence Day, the 4th of July. Well, not for Independence Day, but the 4th of July. You got Talladega, not Talladega. Shit, what's the damn movie with the car? Cold Trickle. You know what I'm talking about. Cocktail, all those 80s movies. Days of Thunder, which they're remaking, by the way. They went to see that again. But and my favorite comedian of all time is Steve Martin. Okay, so there you have it. But we're going to get out of here very soon. Just want to get a little taste of this movie, what y'all like, what you don't like. Vic, with you, this movie, what's some of your favorite parts, your worst parts? And do you recommend someone go watch this on streaming or own it?
I mean, I certainly recommend the movie, but I don't know if it's going to hit for everybody the same because
you don't think it holds its weight all these years later?
Maybe for somebody older that wants to get nostalgic.
A new person wouldn't like this? A younger person?
I don't think so. I mean, like maybe certain things would be funny about it, like the fact that Because I mean, look, I
My
just feel
17-year-old
like,
laughs
you know,
his
I
butt
mean,
off
look,
his stepbrother.
generally, what it shows me is that look, back then we didn't have all this information in our fingertips, and because of that, I think we were a lot more simple minded.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that a movie like Weekend at Bernie's, where a guy is dead but doesn't stink, and could go in the ocean
Not
and
one
not start
time was he
blowing
smelly.
up, and like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
science just doesn't come into play here. You know what I mean? It's just there's no actual, you know what I mean? Like if a human being were
Never
to die
stunk,
and
yo.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's not stinking. And mind you, and I was thinking about this too because they made sequels to this. Like, how
Two of them.
long did he die that he
And
stayed
not go corrosion and all that good
exactly
stuff. Yeah.
and no you know what I mean? Like science just is not sciencing on this one.
Not science is not sciencing on this
I
one.
mean,
Thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you get
oh,
into?
still a thumbs up
Still a
because
thumbs up?
yeah, because you have to. Because the thing is that like I remember seeing this a lot, so it was more of a nostalgic thing for me
Mm-hmm.
with this movie, especially with like I think we saw a rotary phone in there. You know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
it was just there's just a ton of back then, but it's definitely I don't think it's certainly hits now. You know what I mean? Like there's not look they're remaking the Naked Gun. They're not
Well, they
remaking.
remake, yeah. It's on Paramount Plus if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, like but they're not gonna remake Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, I don't know.
You know
They
what I
got
mean? Look, they
Gremlins
remade
coming.
Beetlejuice. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They're not going to do that with Weekend at Bernie's. Like it's just not. It's
I
not.
see a Caddyshack in our future.
Yeah,
I see all of that in our future.
yeah. Even the Breakfast Club, baby. But like
They
not.
better not touch the Breakfast Club.
You know what I mean? Like
See, I look at films and I think they are broken down into 4 pieces of information, right? In every movie, there's some kind of comedy, some suspense, some drama, and some action. Those are the 4 main parts, elements, I believe, of the 4 elements, the Captain Planet, if you will, of movies: comedy, action, drama, and suspense. This movie,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I give comedy about a 3 out of 5, action about a 2 out of 5, drama and suspense about a 3 out of 5. I highly enjoyed this movie the second time around. The first time, I think I was watching it, but I was occupied when I was watching it. You know what I mean? Like I had everything going on. So I was like, man, why did everybody love this movie so much? And my wife and a friend of mine, DJ, was like, what? How much they love. That's okay. Maybe I got to go back and watch this movie because maybe I'm missing something, although comedy is subjective. Let me go watch the game and give it my full attention. And I did find myself literally laughing my butt off in this movie. But having, as you said, 30 years ago to now, almost 40 years ago, some different things, comedy just for me doesn't hold its weight right now. So for me, I still will give it a thumbs up. I still think you should go actually, I would own this film if you're a comedy junkie from the 80s. If you're a comedy junkie from the 80s, I say buy this film. Again, my score as follows: comedy 3, action 2, the drama in this movie, because there is drama in this movie with Bernie's dead and they're keeping a dead person alive. And the suspense of it out of 5. 3 out of, so total, that's not a half a bad score. Definitely say a good time. Alcohol is definitely required, as my man said, Jeremy Johns would say in this one. So, hey, this has been Movie Night. I am Mike. That is Vic. We are out of here, y'all. We'll see y'all next week for the next movie we got in store for you guys, and that is One Crazy Summer. We're out of here, y'all. Peace.